Got a nice snowstorm heading our way, which is kind of exciting, guys, because I thought global warming had us in the first half. Greta Thunberg was all over the place, being like, "Get them down, get the fumes down from the clouds," whatever she says. I don't know what she says. That's psycho. Get the fumes out of the cars. Drive electric cars as long as they're not Tesla cars, because Tesla's a bad man. But I guess global warming is not a thing anymore, or is it? I don't know. I don't know anything about global warming. I know that it's a divisive topic, which is why I'm going to talk about it, okay? Because I like divisiveness. I like to go right down the middle and just piss off both sides. That's kind of my vibe. But, dude, the snow's coming our way. We're supposed to get like 3 to 15 inches, which is what I used to give my ex-girlfriend occasionally. Just kidding. Closer to the 3 inches. But dude, I'm excited for it because I like to just get a nice warm book, cuddle up next to the fire, warm cup of cocoa, look outside the window every once in a while and be like, it's snowing, cool. Remember that in class whenever it would snow and you're in school? And you'd be like, oh my God, it's snowing. Everyone would just run to the window and the teacher's like, sit down. It's like, hey, shut up, teacher. I'm 7 years old. This is like my third snowstorm ever. Let me enjoy this. I don't know what this is. This is foreign to me. I'm fucking 6 years old. Let me enjoy the snow, teach. What do you care? You're a fucking old hag. You've seen plenty of snowstorms before. I'm 6. Let me see this. Let me enjoy this. But the one thing I hate about snow is having to shovel it. Okay, I'm traumatized by that shit. When I was a kid, when I was a young buck, I used to want to get out there. Like whenever it snowed, me and my next door neighbor, we'd go and we'd knock on door to door and like just make a shit ton of money just shoveling snow for random people. And then once I got to like be 14, I kind of got over it. And because I found out that like you could like drink beers and have fun. And you didn't have to shovel and like do money stuff. So I stopped. I lost that hunger. I lost that dog in me. I didn't really care about shoveling snow anymore. And once my dad caught wind of that, that was a fucking short story. Like that didn't last long. Because then he took over and then like as soon as I lost interest in shoveling snow, he took over and like forced me to fucking go door to door from ages 14 to like 23. Which like, my friends had office jobs out of college. I was still going door to door, knocking on random people's doors, being like, can I shovel your walkway? I'm 23, fresh out of college with a degree, and now I'm shoveling your walk. Pretty much pro bono, by the way, because what was I working for? Like $5 an hour? I don't even remember. It was pathetic, but it was bad. But I love snow, I love snow angels. I love snowmen. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm kidding. I'm more into the snow bunnies. I'm a snow bunny guy. Why do they call snow bunnies snow bunnies? That's a dumb question. That is a very dumb question. There's no such thing as dumb questions. That's a dumb question right there. I just debunked that fucking theory. Why do they call snow bunnies snow bunnies? 1 + 1 = 2, dude. Do the math. But yeah, I'm not looking forward to shoveling, salting, shoveling, little salt and pepper. I don't like it. It's backbreaking, man. It's hard work. I wish I still had my super. Super used to shovel when I lived outside in Long Island City. I had a super, he would shovel our walkway for us. That was the nice thing about living in an apartment building. But now I live with my elderly parents, and they're not going to go out there and shovel. I got to do it for them. And I'm not a fan of that, shoveling steps. Can't I just veg? Let me veg, man. Let me just sit inside and enjoy the snow falling. Okay, let me enjoy the snow falling. I'll play some smooth jazz. I'll get a nice book, dude. A nice book, maybe something by Edgar Allan Poe. It's the only author I could think of. I don't know. I'm not familiar with his work. The Raven, that's one. Right? The clock guy? When the clock was in the fucking floorboards or something? I saw that play in elementary school. But, yeah, dude, I'm not a fan of the shoveling, but maybe I'll just ditch. Maybe I'll just ditch my family, let my mom figure it out. Let my 73-year-old mom figure out what to do with the 15 inches of snow we're about to get. See you later, Mom. I'm grabbing my sled. I'm 31 years old. Got my sled. I'm like, later, Mom. I'm going to go sledding with my pals. It's just me. My friends are nowhere to be found. I'm sleigh riding with a bunch of like 9-year-olds like an idiot. Fuck that though. I want to go sleigh riding. What's the big I can't go sleigh riding because I'm a 31-year-old man? You're kidding. What's more fun than going down on a mountain real fast? I love sleigh riding, dude. I miss sledding. Used to hit like sweet jumps. Remember those ones like you had the toboggan ones, you had the saucers, which were like the circular ones, and then you had like the plastic ones, which were like kind of like a surfboard, but they had handles on it, and you like get on your knees and like just ride it down. We used to hit jumps, dude. We'd do like Superman tricks. We'd like flip it in the air, catch it back. That was so cool, man. I was the man back in those days. I was probably the best sledder around. Why isn't sledding in the X Games? X Games is going on right now. Snowboarding, cool. Skiing, gay. But Why? Why isn't sledding a thing, dude? That should be a thing. Parkour sledding or something. Hitting jumps on a sled. I feel like that's fun. I don't know. But yeah, dude. I fucking remember snow days in school. Like, you used to flip your pajamas inside out and like jump on the bed, do a snow dance. I did that up until I was like 30. I still do that. I'm gonna do that tonight. Actually, I'm gonna take these clothes, flip them inside out, and jump on my bed, just to give us a better chance of getting some more snow. Because again, it's a love-hate, I guess you could say. It's a love-hate because, again, I hate shoveling it, but I like sledding down it. And I like building things. I like making snowballs and throwing them at mailmen. Okay? You're never too old to do that. Apparently, as the older you get, the fun's supposed to, like, lessen. I don't like that. I say let's go 0 to 100. Let's throw snowballs at ICE agents. Let's find them. Are they around on Long Island? I don't know. Let's find those fuckers. Give them a piece of my mind. All right? Hit them ice with ice, dude. Fight fire with fire. I don't care. Fucking piss in the snow, make a little ball, throw it at the ICE agents. I don't even know what these guys are doing in Minnesota. I don't know anything about what's going on, but I know it's not good. I know it's not good. Okay? Fucking, did you guys see that video of the ICE agents slipping on the ice? Talk about irony, dude. That was fucking hilarious. He just fell and he just literally just like cartoon flopped to the ground. It's fucking great. Talk about irony, dude. But also, I don't, you know, when people like used to like hate, like, don't back the blue, fuck the blue. I was like, I like cops. I don't like all cops. But ICE agents, like, these ICE guys just seem to be like retards from like Walmart. They were like fucking welcomers at Walmart, and they're like, you know, I'm being ICE now. They just gave them a gun. Now they're just shooting people. How did we get here from shoveling snow? I don't know. Let's build a fucking igloo together. Who wants to build an igloo with me? Live in it, live out our dreams. We could be snow angels together. Anyone? No? I don't know, man. I like to go on walks in the snow too. I feel like that's very therapeutic and cool. It's nice, it's pretty. Normalize guys saying things are pretty. Why can't I go up to like and say, that's a pretty house? That makes me a pretty gay guy? Fuck that. That's not fair. I want to walk around and say, that's pretty. Why do girls only get to say that shit? I don't believe in that, man. Also, this is off topic. Can we normalize calling girls boss more? Like, you know, like when you go to a deli or something and like the guy behind the counter is like, what's up, boss? How you doing? What can I do for you, boss? And I like that. As a man, I like being called boss because then once I get in there, I get a little more confident. I'm like, hey, maybe I am the boss of this place. So these counters look a little dusty. Let's dust them off. As your boss, as your superior, let's dust off these counters. Hey, when you're making the sandwiches, guys, let's add a little extra meat to it too as well. Okay, guys? All right, we don't want to skimp on the meat. Never skimp on the meat, guys. As your boss, I think that we should put more meat on the sandwiches. All right? We're skimping on the turkey. We're skimping on the cold cuts. We got plenty of it. Let's use it. Let's utilize it. All right? And not going to charge extra for it. That's bonkers, man. It's bonkers. It's stupid. It's dumb. But as your boss, I think you guys should clean it up a little bit back here, okay? Change your apron, man. That apron's a little dirty. All right? But normalize calling, especially we should normalize calling like blue-haired psycho-liberal chicks boss more. Because I feel like they would get offended by it when really it's just a term of endearment. Like if I go up to some blue-haired weirdo, I'm like, hey, what's up, boss? And he's like, don't call me boss. I feel like that's the reaction I would get. Don't call me boss. And it's like, oh, can women not be bosses? Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, that's my fault. I didn't know. I thought women could be bosses. What happened to boss-ass bitches? Okay, you can't be a boss? He's like, well, that's not what I meant. You didn't mean it like that. You're like gendering me. I'm not gendering you. I'm just calling you boss. It's like, what's up, boss? What's up, chief? Those are other ones. Chief, dude, freaking buddy. People hate buddy. Why do they hate buddy? I like buddy. I call people buddy all the time, but apparently it's like, you're not allowed to do it. I keep saying apparently too, by the way. And I don't like it. I feel like that retarded ginger kid from the apparently video. Apparently I was on a ride. I've never been on live TV before. Fuck that kid. I don't like him. Bad for the brand. Bad for the redheaded brand. That kid, there's no way that kid has had sex yet, right? He's probably like 30 now. There's no way that kid's raw dogging chicks. No way, dude. Apparently I had sex last night and it was magical. No way, Jose. Bad for the brand, dude. Redheads are weird, though, you know? You had the psycho redhead kid, fucking gingers have souls. Remember that, dude? Then you got like Carrot Top, that's psycho. me. Like, redheads are weird. So I get that. But normalize calling blue-haired chicks boss more. I feel like that's a fun little game you could play with the psycho libs. What's up, boss? Don't call me that. All right, what do you want me to call you? You fucking slut? Shut up, James. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't talk like that. I'm sorry, dude. But yeah, I guess like that would be such a mind fuck. They wouldn't know what to do. So, what's up, bosses? Looking at you, blue hair. Looking at you, mohawk lady. Looking at you, nose ring. Looking at you, who identifies as bisexual but's never went down on a chick before. Looking at you. What's up, boss? Do people ask people for directions anymore? Remember being on like a family trip and you like get lost? Your parents are on the cusp of a divorce because neither of them can agree on where to like on how the map works. Because like that one of them has to be right at all the time, you know? Anyone have parents that always have to be right? My dad's always got to be right. My mom's always got to be right. It's like, hey, just take an L and admit when you're wrong. They won't do it. They have too much pride. So when they're like on the cusp of getting a divorce over a roadmap, my dad would just be like, shut up, gag order. That's what he used to say. He used to order a gag order whenever we were just like crying in the back or like our parents were yelling. My dad would just start screaming gag order, which is the closest he's ever become. It's the closest he's ever come to becoming a lawyer, dude. He would never have passed the bar. But he just screamed gag order. We'd be like, what the fuck does that mean, Dad? I'm 9 years old. I don't know what gag order means. But it's a lawyer term. It's a term they use in the courtroom, for those of you that don't know. Gag order, gag order. It's kind of a cool thing, but if you look at the history of it, which I'm assuming has to be dark, because I feel like gag order is just when they tie rope around someone's mouth. I feel like that's got to be it, right? I don't know. I didn't really do the research on gag order. But anyway, I feel like getting lost on vacation should be a part of every family vacation. Not enough families are getting lost anymore, dude. Because everyone's got their GPS, you know, and I'm victim of it as well. Okay, I'm guilty of it as well. I would not know how to get around my own house without GPS, dude. I need my phone at all times, okay? It's a part of me and I hate it. I'm addicted to my phone. It's a problem, okay? From the GPS standpoint, like, my mom and dad, they grew up in Queens, New York, and they still to this day can tell me how to get anywhere in the city via subway or via like just walking or whatever. Like they just know every street, they know like every corner. Like, yeah, there's a pizza place on block 11. Like I don't even know. They don't remember my birthday half the time. But they're like, yeah, you take the fucking 7 down to Washington Square Park, and then you hop on the 6, go down fucking East Square, go back up to the pizza shop. I don't know. But they just know that shit because they grew up without cell phones. And I'm kind of envious of that. I wish I could like do that. Because like occasionally like people will come up to you and ask you for directions. Usually it's like some old geezer, you know, who's like always coming up to you like, hey, how do I get here? I don't know why I made him Jewish, but I did. So let's roll with it. How do I get here? You're like, I don't know. You take out your phone, you geese, you old man. I don't know what to do. I hate being asked for directions. But I used to love, it was always fun when we would be on a family vacation. We'd just be lost in the suburbs, some random town in West Virginia trying to go camping. And just like my dad pulls over to the side and just like accosts someone. Is that a word? Accost? Might be. He just harasses some guys like, hey, how do we get to this campground? How do we get to this campground, this very specific campground that you probably have no idea even exists? Because it's probably like 7 towns over because we're very lost right now. And I'm about to leave my wife on the corner. How do we get here? And the guy would give him directions and then my dad would have to stop another stranger 5 minutes later because he forgot those directions. That's a family trip. That's fun. See, I miss that about that shit, dude. But getting lost on a trip should be like, that should be a part of the journey. If you're going on a family vacation and it's all smiles, that's not a family vacation, okay? Oh no, I did it again, Angel. Are you kidding me? Dude, you got to show a flashback from the last one. Oh shit, this broke. That's my little ball. Broke. That's weird. Wipe that down. That sucks. That was my stress ball that I got for Christmas that I asked for specifically for this reason. So I could squeeze it because I get stressed when I talk and I get nervous. So that's gone. Fuck. What am I going to fiddle with? My brain, my thoughts. We'll fiddle with the thoughts. But gross. So I got cum on my hands and I got to wash it off. But dude, what's living life without a little cum on your hands once in a while? You know what I mean? Where were we? Yeah, getting lost on that shit, dude. Like my dad would every vacation, by the end of vacation, my dad would be like Jack Torrance from The Shining, okay? He'd be like chasing us down with an axe. That was his game. We were just in a maze running for our lives from my dad. My dad was Jack Nicholson in The Shining. every vacation towards like the last couple days. So, but I love vacations, man. It was always a great time going on vacation with the family. We had no bit. We'd go to England somehow. I don't even know how we would afford that. We probably saved up for like years. Went to England when I was like 9, which was fun. But I wish I went when I was 20. Could like have a couple beers, whatever. I don't know. I don't know why everything like has to be centered around beer with me. Like, oh, I went to Ireland as a kid. It was an amazing once in a lifetime trip. But I wish I was 10 years older so I could have had a pint of Guinness. Who cares? I have the worst memory. I might as well have never been to Ireland. The only thing I remember about those trips is my dad trying to kill me and my brothers and sister. Gag order, gag order. Dude. Oh, man. And we had this like fucking janky ass rundown family car that we would take everywhere when we would like travel within the country. Because we only made like a couple trips outside of the country. It was never like, we didn't have it like that, to be honest. We were campers. We were a camping family for a vacation. We'd go to a campsite. We'd like fish a little. We're not even big fish family. I hate fishing. Fishing or bird watching? What do you guys think? That's a topic I've been having a conversation with myself about for a while now. And I think I take bird watching. Well, it's just as arbitrary, dude. Especially if you catch and release. Also, I could fish for birds if I wanted to. I'll get a kite, put a worm on it, catch a bird, wrangle it down. I could do that. I choose not to because I just want to watch them. They're very elegant and cool. I think it's like, look, you put the binoculars on. Look, a blue jay, a red one, cool, a pigeon. Because you're in the streets of New York City bird watching. Look at this, a pigeon, cool. A seagull by Coney Island, very fun. But yeah, I like bird watching more than fishing. And that's gonna be a divisive topic. I know a lot of people are gonna disagree with me on that. There's a lot of fishermen out there. But hey, I gotta take my talents to bird watching, dude. Because like I can't catch fish. I'll be honest, I suck at it. That's why I hate it. Because you can't suck at bird watching. Can you suck at bird watching? I mean, you could like go out there and never see a bird. How dumb do you have to be a bird watcher who can't find a bird? Okay, I can find a bird right now. All right, you want a bird? I'll get you a bird. I'll get you a bird by 3 o'clock today. Shout out bird watchers, dude. But back to yeah, man, we would just go camping. Like, we were never like an extravagant. We were never like a resort family. We didn't have that type of capital. Also, like, I don't know, shit seems kind of lame. Just sit on a beach for your vacation, which is like relaxing, and I get it. That's like part of the point. Taking a break, going on vacation, just to fucking do nothing. But I don't know. You gotta like kind of. I also hate traveling too, so I'm not really a traveler. I like to just stay where I am. I like things simple. I'm a simple man. But asking for directions is like the funniest thing ever. Because my dad was just like, and like anytime like some guy would give him guff, my dad would be like, fuck you, dude. My dad would just get so angry at this guy. Meanwhile, the guy's just trying to give him directions. It's like, Dad, pump the brakes, man. Or don't pump the brakes and just drive by that stranger and let's move on, okay? Just get the map and let's figure it out, okay? Dude, if I got to ask for directions, like if I was just walking the streets of my town and someone asked me for directions, I'd be like, listen, man, I lived here my whole life. No idea what you're talking about. No, just fucking drive, man. Also, it's 2026. This isn't 2004. Pull out your phone and just look it up, all right? I know it's a sad way to live in, like, fucking, oh, no, you got to use your phone. We don't have human interaction anymore. Leave me alone, man. You're making me feel like a dumbass in my own town. Is that your objective? You're trying to make me feel like a dumbass in my own town, asking me for directions in my town? I'll give you directions on how to get the fuck out of here, all right? Go back to where you came from. Go back to your shanties, nerd. Nah. I miss directions, man. I wish I was more like, wish I knew where I was going, which I don't, which is a metaphor for my life. But, dude, the Oscars just happened, or the Oscar nominations just happened. I was talking about movies last time, but I was thinking like how easily influenced I was by movies as a kid. Like I remember I went to the theaters in 2002 to see Agent Cody Banks with what's that guy's name? Frankie Muniz. You guys remember Agent Cody Banks? Movie's legendary. I saw that movie, and as a second grader, I came home from that movie and just rode my skateboard around town trying to solve crimes. I must have been. I deserved to be in some of those classes. You know what I mean? I earned my way into those padded rooms in high school, middle school, elementary school. Okay, they fed us gruel through a grate. That was always cool. Slop. Just fucking slop through a grate. So I earned that shit. Dude, like even like I saw Daredevil, which also came out in like 2002, I think. 2002 was a big year for me. 8 Mile came out that year too, and that's when I thought I could start rapping. See, that's what influenced me to think I could rap is 8 Mile. But I saw Daredevil and I fucking put a blindfold on my face and just did karate in my basement for like hours. I tried to be Ben Affleck from Daredevil. Okay? Like now I feel like if I saw Marty Supreme today, I would come home and just play ping pong for like an hour. I'd be like, I'm fucking Marty. I'm Marty Supreme, man. Like if I saw fucking one battle after another, I would try to find my daughter, who doesn't exist, who might not be my daughter, if you've seen the movie. Great flick, though. Like even Jackass. Like I saw Jackass when I was a kid, and like now I'm still a jackass to this day, okay? I still like do parkour and try to jump off shit and go, Jackass. Hi, my name's James Lennon, and this is jumping off the house. Jackass. That's what we would do, dude. We would like just punch each other in the stomach. We would try to get broken arms. Movies have everyone's like, movies don't have an influence on kids. Violence doesn't. It kind of does, though. Kind of does. Look at Columbine, dude. They saw that movie. What was that movie? The fucking Basketball Diaries? That was the thing. They saw that when the guy goes into the movie theater, shoots him up, whatever. So luckily I didn't see any of the shooter movies when I was a kid. Otherwise, who knows what would happen, bro. Luckily I didn't see any of the shooter films. I was seeing age-appropriate films, so I was just going around trying to solve crimes and doing blind karate in my basement. But if I saw like fucking Matrix when I was 5, dude, I'd have a lot less classmates probably. Come on, dude. Shout out to the shooters. Shout out Columbine, dude. It's the best one, right? I had Columbine footage on my letterbox. That's my favorite film. And people were like, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't say that. I was like, the cinematography was to die for. I'll be here all week, guys. Performing at Greenwich Village tomorrow. Stand-up comedy. Come check me out. Dude, I did the most white trash thing the last 2 weekends. And I'm not ashamed to admit it because I'm a dog, dude. I'm a dog. So I'm broke, as you guys know. I'm fairly broke. And the last couple weekends I wanted to go out and hang out with my friends. But I didn't want to like worry about not having enough money to pay for drinks. I didn't want anyone to pay for drinks for me. So I did the trashiest thing imaginable, and I filled up a water bottle with my mom's vodka and just walked around bar to bar with it and would go to the bathroom and take like quick swigs of it just so I could get a little buzz on with my pals. I was like a cokehead for vodka, just going to the bathroom every 5 minutes, just taking a quick swig from the water bottle. It's trashy. Yeah. It's something a 31-year-old man. I should have a family. I'm at family age where I should have a couple of kids and a wife. But no, I'm going to bars bringing a water bottle filled with my mom's vodka. Dude, like, can I get a ginger ale? And I just go into the fucking bathroom, put a little ginger vodka in the ginger ale, come out, and then they're kicking me out, like wondering how I got so fucked up off ginger ales. Like, we've only been giving this guy ginger ales. How is he this fucked up? What is he, a Mormon? He doesn't do caffeine? This guy's fucking hammered. Get over here, dude. You're harassing people. Fucking drunk on my mom's vodka, man. But that was trashy. I don't really care, though. Yeah, I have no class. I wish I had class. I could have been a contender. Could have had class. Could have been somebody. Marlon Brando, no big deal. Yeah, I got that in my back pocket. I'm built like that. I can't go on doing that type of shit, though, you know? I got to figure it out. Something I could journal about. Maybe I'll journal about that. You ever read any of your old journals? Does anyone even journal? I feel like no one's journaled for more than a day other than like Matthew McConaughey, but he's like a weird psycho, but also cool in like a weird way. All right. Who wants to check out my journals? I do a horrible McConaughey, but shut up. Impressions are for pussies, and if you can do them, you're gay. There, I said it. But yeah, man, I was reading some of my, like I journaled on and off for a few years, and I was reading some of my journals, and I was like, this shit's lame. This shit's dumb. Why? What was I thinking when I wrote this stuff? Maybe I shouldn't have thoughts. Maybe I should just have a blank slate up here. Just nothing. Just fucking wind, fucking tumbleweeds going on back and forth. Just nothing between the ears. Because I wrote down one of my notes in my journal was Just succeed. I just wrote succeed with an exclamation point. Succeed. Like I was trying to speak that into existence. And guess what? That shit's fake. Okay? Because I've tried to speak a lot of shit into existence. And I haven't got none of that shit, dude. I'm still planted. Childhood bedroom right now. Let's go, dude. But, yeah, man. What was I saying? I was saying something about, oh yeah, journals. I like the idea of journaling. I feel like it's healthy. It's supposed to be good for you. But then going back and reading them, it's like cringe. I don't know why. I guess I hate myself so much that when I see it like in a written format, I'm like, oh, this is just, I do hate myself just it's justified that I hate myself. Because I'm writing succeed. Like I'm about to do something different. Like I'm about to fucking be like, succeed, let's go. What kind of note is that? That's not a journal entry. That's just a dumb word that has no impact on my life. And then I read it fucking like 3 years later and it's like made me feel worse. So journaling has had a negative effect on me. And fuck that. So guys, don't journal. Journaling's dumb. Stupid. It's just going to make you feel bad. Because what are you going to check it years later and be like, oh, I had this thought. Listen, guys, we only have like 7 thoughts. I have 7 thoughts. Okay? This podcast, I've probably done this exact episode before. All right? I have 7 thoughts and I just recycle them over the course of my life. So I don't need a journal to fucking show me what I was thinking back in 2017. I know what I was thinking. I was thinking about puss. Okay? Most likely. Hell yeah. Let's see what else we got, man. Dude, I've been jamming out to sad music a lot lately, which I kind of like, but it's also like, I'm sad. I'm sad boy. Like, that's so fucking gay. It's just dumb. It's lame, man. Yeah, I'm sad boy. And like anytime I'm driving in my car, I'll blast sad music. As if like if I pull up to a stoplight and like a babe pulls up next to me, he's like, oh, this guy's in his feels. Like, I must have sex with him. Like that's one of my 7 thoughts, dude. So I'm like, oh fuck, maybe if a girl sees me listening to sad music, she'll think that I'm deep and poetic. It's stupid, man. I listen to like this there's this cover of Adam's song by Blink-182. It's very sad and I like it. And I've been listening to it. And I'm just making myself more sad. I don't know what the end game is. Because it's not making me feel better. It's just making me feel worse. Right? Because I feel like sometimes people like try to get the sadness out by listening to sad music. But for me, like sad music just makes me sadder. And I love a lot of sad songs. Like fucking Fake Plastic Trees by Radiohead goes pretty dummy. Goes pretty hard. Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley goes hard. That's a sad song. But it's like, at what point do I stop listening to sad music and just start hyping myself up? Like I want to listen to Lemonade by Gucci Mane. Can I listen to Lemonade by Gucci Mane every once in a while? Can I mix that in? Instead of listening to Elliott Smith, soundtrack from Good Will Hunting for the 1000th time. Just being like, oh, I miss my ex. That's all I do. That's what I fucking just throw in sad music and just look at my phone. Just look at old pictures of my ex like a fucking weirdo. I miss you, man. Dude, sad music, fuck it though. Fuck it. I like sad music though. I don't care. Do what you want with that. I'm going to listen to Elliott Smith for the rest of my life. Man. You ever sing with the boys? You ever just have a nice sing sesh with the boys? Can't really sing sad music with the boys. But sometimes I like to just sing with my friends. You know? But you ever like sing with them and then like you fuck up the first verse immediately and you're like, oh fuck, these guys all think I'm a fucking idiot. Damn it, I ruined the sing-along. What am I going to do? We were singing Bohemian Rhapsody. It was going so great until they started singing words. And then I tried and I failed. But also, who cares if you know the words to songs? You know those people that just like need to let you know that they know the words to songs? That's me. It's one of the only things I could do is like, I used to know every word to every song. So yeah, I would flex that muscle on people. People would always be like, shut the fuck up. We're on a train going into Manhattan. Could you stop? Okay. Could you stop just singing out loud, you psycho? Well, I'm trying to make some extra cash, dude. I'm panhandling. Let me show off the voice a little bit. All right, let me go viral. I want to go viral for having a good voice, even though I really don't. People actively tell me to stop singing at work because I listen to a lot of music at work when I'm selling baseball cards on TikTok. So I just jam out all day, so I'm just listening to music, singing, and everyone's like, can you just stop? They hit me with the, who sings this? And I go, fucking Radiohead. And they're like, let's keep it that way. And I'm like, I'm going to find you, and I'm going to put a bomb in a box and mail it to you. Okay, I'm going to put a bomb in a box and mail it to you. You clown. I'm smarter than fucking, what's that guy's name? The Unabomber anyway. Ted Kaczynski. Come on, dude. I'm smarter than that guy, even though he was a certified genius, math guy. I don't think I can make a bomb. I probably shouldn't be talking about this. I'm already on a list, probably. What list is that? Hopefully it's not a hit list. That would suck. Am I on anyone's hit list? I had a friend, dude, in high school, we had a kid make a hit list. And like a couple of my friends were on it. I kind of felt upset I wasn't on it. I was nice to the weirdos, dude, because I was afraid of being on a hit list. Because, dude, we had a couple trench coat kids and fucking weird guys that would wear wings to school. Everyone has the weirdos. The kids who are not, like non-diagnosed autistic. And they just like do weird things. Like you throw a pencil on the ground, they like jump on it. You ever have a pencil kid from your high school? We used to have a pencil kid where like you'd be walking down him in the hall, like by him in the hallways. Be like, yo, watch this. You take a pencil, just throw it on the ground. He would chase after it like you're playing fetch with a human. Saying that out loud makes me feel really bad, and I regret doing that. I was bullied in high school, so like I had to bully other people just to level things out, you know? But it wasn't bullying, it was just fun. He liked pencils. He was a pencil kid. He liked pencils. We liked throwing them at him. He would chase him down. He would jump on the ground. He'd probably growl at us. Is this number 2? Is this a number 2? What is this? Is this one of those rubber pencils? Like this? Yeah, he liked that. He was a very cool kid. I think he plays the cello at weddings now. I don't know what he does. Yeah, man. How many minutes is that?
35.
35? All right, man, we can cut it there. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by. Hopefully you had a little bit of fun today with me. I had a little fun with you. Angel, you're the man. Thank you. Shout out Medallion Media. Go give him a follow right there. We got some cool stuff coming down the pike with him. He doesn't even know about it yet. But we got some stuff coming. And then my socials are right here. Just James Lennon on Instagram, James Lennon Comedy on TikTok, Orangutan Pirate on Twitter. Go check me out. I've got no followers on Twitter. I'm tired of it. Follow me on Twitter, okay? I want to tweet more. But the only reason I tweet is just so I could screenshot it and post it on my Instagram story with like a cool song to make people think that I'm cool. But I'm not. I'm tweeting about fucking... Although I had a banger of a tweet that got no love. I thought it was funny. I said I'm socially awkward and fiscally retarded. I think that's just a good old-fashioned tweet. Hopefully I came up with that. I feel like someone might have said that before, but I really don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, be good. Catch you later.
Golden Acre Project. I was a bad little kid. I want my baby do my ad lib. That was my last bitch. Gigi Wentworth, feed my cat bitch. I came from Raspberry. So much snipers in the magic. You smell like catfish. Mama had heard me on the radio. Then she started shedding tears. Remember when we ain't had no ceiling fan? Now we got chandelier. That was what I'm rocking cashmere. I'm fucking a cashier. Say I made so much money last year. I ain't